think we're back. It's gonna look a little different. Hello, hello, hello. Can we be heard? Pull back that music a little bit. All right. Well, I'm just gonna switch over to main camera. Uh-oh. There we go. How are you, beautiful people? Fix this camera a little bit since it's a little bit different feel, a little bit different goal. And I'll tell you what, these glasses annoy the crap out of me. I don't know if anybody else has used Crizal before, with their glasses, but it keeps, man. Like, they're foggy and they don't reflect well. Hey, can you see me? Can you hear me? How we doing? The mic is a Tonor Q91. I've actually been interacting with a lot more people who have it. So that's pretty sweet. It seems to be a popular one, although they super upcharged it right when coronavirus and stuff started to happen. So that was not fun. I think I looked at that once upon a time. Yeah, I got it on Amazon back in, I think it was January, for 35 bucks. The whole kit. 35 bucks, 40 bucks maybe. It was like surprising what I could get, what I was able to get for that. So I wasn't going to spend a lot of money being new to the stream game. So let me text Naz back real quick. He was going to join me in this run for Apex, but unfortunately it is not going to work in our favor. So let me know how the audio and stuff is. Oh, okay. Naz might still be here. But so the update for Apex is 37.5 gigs. 37.5 gigs. Sounds and looks pretty good. Okay. Let me know at all if the audio or video is in front or behind, and I think Crimson, I think it was you who gave me some understanding of how to better fix that. So I feel like I am better equipped for that specific thing. So, but I was looking at the. I need to get a haircut, big time. Holy cow! Can't wait. Cannot wait. Got a whole 8 pounds on top of this head. Not good. Need to shave too. This quarantine is just, man, I'm just falling apart. Anybody else? How's that music coming through? Hey, Kick. Hey, thanks for jumping back in. I think we are good. We are in a good place. Yeah, I agree with you, Crimson. I thought so. I remember your name in the midst of that conversation. So, Kick, how is your day going? I know you said you had to take care of a couple of things, but today was you were definitely feeling some peace about the heaviness of this work week, which is awesome. That's awesome to be able to hear. I am trying to. No, don't put that. There we go. So a couple of things with this. I was looking at my feed. What I'm seeing here, it keeps re-spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. Um, so I don't know. As long as it's not doing it on your guys' side. If it's doing it just on my side, then phooey on it, right? I'm not too concerned. So yesterday was pretty cool. It was the first official day as an affiliate on stream. And so we got to have some fun with that last night. Watching your stream. And it's buffering? Yes, it's showing. It was showing me that it was buffering. But it's not. On your guys' ends, correct? I would agree with you, Kick. So, to anyone who has subbed, weird, no issues here. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to ignore it then. Just let me know at any point if anything happens. Just throw it in chat, let me know, and we'll try to fix it, alright? It's fine for you too, Kick? Alright, it's just me. Listen, I have heard many times in my life, it's just you, John. It's just you. And I don't think that's ever going to end, and that's okay. That's okay, as long as it's working on your guys' end. Oh, man. So we got the just chatting category up this time. Crimson, I have no clue how it posted, but didn't. There's an issue with the camera angle, but that's something we'll have to live with. What about the camera angle? I just walked right into that one. I did. I even opened the door. I was being a gentleman, and I was just like, you know what, Crimson? I love you, and I want to get the door for you. And then I slammed it right on my own face. Wow. Wow. I was just like, I honestly, for a second, I was looking, I was just like, what? What is there in the background? You got little Hulkery sitting over there in the basket, and you've got, like, what? What's going on? I heckle people in the chats. That's what I do. Hey, that's all right. I love having a good time that way. The biggest thing to me is that people who dish it can take it. That's the only requirement, right? So, Vector, what's up, man? Hey, it's good to see you. To anyone who has a vaccine, you hop on. Just reminded me of this actually. It's a good thing. Don't get scared. If you join our Discord, new Discord, if you type in !Discord, it'll give you the link. I have a little on Streamlabs. I have a little blurb to go with it, but it's not showing up in the chat. But regardless, the link is there, and if you jump in that, make sure when you get in. Okay, I thought this will be a good time to chat about this since we can't run Apex. But hey, Kick, you should let Frost know that we're not running Apex. We're just gonna be chatting a little bit. He can jump in then instead of feeling like he can't be a part. I can take it kind of a little bit. I mean, if it's gentle. I don't usually cry. Some of the time. You can see the edge of the purple chair in the corner of the room. It's a tornado chair. So when there's a tornado, you get it. I'm just kidding. So it spins. And so when that kind of thing happens, if Crimson, if it gets too bad, then I'm going to go sit over there, turn it around so you can't see me and cry in my corner. Okay? So deal with it. But Vec, what I was saying about the Discord thing, if anybody types in !Discord, anybody who's new, you can join us in that community there. But it takes you into the Welcome Center. So our Discord is called The Lodge. Okay? I'm Delkery. I'm a part-time streamer. And in my name is an elk. And that's where a lot of the logo work and different stuff have come from. And I kind of run with that idea. And we could be crying buddies. Nope, that's just weird. Yeah, I agree with you. Back to your regularly scheduled activities. But our Discord is The Lodge. And so thank you, Professor. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for sharing that. It's called The Lodge. And so in The Lodge, it's a place for us to go hang out. It's where we who are here in this community, we are the herd. And that's a place for us to be able to go, to hang out, to be able to be a part of deeper community. And actually, I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if this is going to take too much of a toll. We're going to try it, guys. What do you guys think? You guys want me to try? I was going to pull up my Discord and kind of let you guys be able to see what it looks like. So you guys can see what I'm talking about. I've not done share screen on my Mac because I figured, ooh, it's going to slow it down. But if we want to try it out, we can. And if it doesn't work, we can just exit. What do you guys think? Let me know. And I can show it. But there's a part called the Welcome Center within the lodge. So as you enter in through those doors in the front and you get the beautiful view of the woodwork and the stone, as long as the Mac doesn't throw up on you, the stonework, and you look over to the right and in there is a little, it's a large den room with a sign saying the Fireside Lounge. And over here to the left, you smell the wafting sense of food and coffee, and you hear laughter and chatter, and you see a sign above it saying Forest Grill. And in front of you, you have to step over to the clerk, and you have coffee in your disc, and you have to stop at the Welcome Center in order to be able to do a couple things. First of all, to be welcomed. We want to welcome you into the lodge, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for your stay. And that's where you will find guidelines. The guidelines for what are the expectations within the lodge. And when you're done reading through those guidelines, at the bottom there's a green check mark. Once you click that green check mark, you gain access, you gain your key to the lodge. And it's important that you click that, because if you don't, you're not able to see a lot of what the lodge has to offer. And so, but you have to agree to those terms, and then from there, sorry, I got distracted. I actually, to help my internet, I'm going to pause the update because I won't be able to play it because I can't switch between with just Xbox right now. So that way it's not taking up the internet. So I'm actually going to, bye-bye. I'll come back to that later. So then once you finish that, there's an About the Lodge. And actually, I'm going to stop just talking about it, and I'm going to try and share this. And, ooh, look at that pretty background. Isn't it so good? I love it. Okay, so we're going to change this window capture. This is my first time trying this out, so we're going to see. Ooh. I need to open it first. Bum ba da ba, bum ba da ba. All right, let's see. Where are you? Okay, Discord is opening. We have liftoff. Looks like the pretty part of the trip to Mordor. I've done a lot of Discord stuff. Didn't know you could lock channels behind reacting to a message. Yeah, it's actually a thing through the Me 6 bot that you can set up. It's a reaction message, and you get one unless you pay for the premium, and then you can do more. And so I have it set up so you have to accept the guidelines to be able to earn a new role. So once you accept, when you walk through the doors to the Welcome Center, you're only a guest. When you accept the guidelines and then you get your key, you become the herd, and you join into the herd. And then actually, I was just messaging Kick a little bit about these this morning. Is we are trying to set it up so you have. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. So at different levels, you actually can earn, if you message a moderator or a manager or myself, the CEO of the lodge, then you can be labeled with a new role. So once you hit level 5, you can become a member. And when you become a loyalty member, you gain access to new things. So you can see where this is going. It's kind of a cool thing for us to be able to do, and I have to cancel this to be able to. There it is. All right, can we see that? Oh man, that is huge. All right. I'm not going to worry about making it the whole thing, but all right, so we can see that, right? 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 So we can see that, right just want to make sure. Yes, indeed. Okay. I hope it doesn't slow down on us. But let me go back to that. So here you have the welcome. This is where you get brought into. And whenever you get in, the lodge bottler brings you in, welcomes you. And thank you for choosing to be part of the herd. Your stay here requires your acknowledgement of a few guidelines. Head to that channel. You can click that or go to it. When you log in from guest services on down, does not show up. The only thing that shows up is the welcome center, all except for introductions. These 4 welcome guidelines about the lodge and grand tour. So here's what I'm talking about. If you go in, you'll get these rules, please, these guidelines. Please read through those, know those. And then from there, you click that to accept and get access to the rest of it. And you are encouraged to go to About the Lodge. And right there is a little bit about the roles within the lodge, so you get to know those. It gives you an explanation about what the herd is, as well as what the lodge is. And so there's the roles, and here it lets you know that this has been set to app mentions, so that way y'all don't blow up. You can change that if you decide to, but that way, because as you'll find out down in the recreation center, there are some idle games, and so I don't want it to kill your guys' notifications. Naz knows all about those, and actually Naz is our idle guide, and so if you ever have any questions about that, he is the dude to ask questions. He loves those things. He's been messing with them, getting to know those for me, and he will be able to answer any questions. Plus, we have pinned in that channel some how-tos and added stuff like that. So, anyway, I'm here for you. Love it, Naz. Thank you. And so, ask you to check those out. And here at the Grand Tour, what it does is tells you a little bit about each of the channels and stuff. So it doesn't tell you about each of the channels, it tells you about each of the categories. So it tells you about the Welcome Center, the guest services, Forest Grill, and one of the cool things, and I had a lot of fun with this. So if you don't read it, don't tell me, because I had a lot of fun with it. But as you enter into the lodge, check in with the wonderful attendants at the Welcome Center. And so it just paints a picture of what the lodge is. It personalizes it for our community, and you have guest services, Forest Grill, Fireside Lounge, the Inner Room, the Recreation Center, and then Delkery's Suite. And so I encourage everybody, hop over to introductions after you accept that key from accepting the guidelines. And when you do this, and I do not know, there it goes, then go introduce yourself to the community. This will be a place for us to get to know each other and just introduce yourself. That's the idea there. And then from there, I'm not going to spend too much time explaining every single little piece of these, but because that's what the Grand Tour is all about. But when you go through here, you have guest services, which is what it says. That's where you get the announcements, updates about when I go live, when I post a YouTube video, social media, when we post on Twitter, or something else. The Twitch schedule, if you're ever curious about it, I've got that there. Suggestions and feedback. If you ever have ideas or feedback for the channel or the Discord, either one, let us know. Discord help. If you're having issues with something, you can just post there and somebody, manager or above, will help you out. And then you've got the Forest Grill. This is the Forest Grill, the place where you smelt that coffee as you walked in. You smelt the wonderful burgers in the air, ground turkey burgers, right, Kick? Then or just 100% beef for those who desire that. But then what you do is that's the place to go for just general chat, for conversation, for a lot of fun. You can hang out and chat. You can share your favorite memes and GIFs. That is the only place, and this is interesting, until you reach level 5 in the Discord community, you are a part of the herd, which is awesome. But if you want sharing privileges, the only place that anyone can share a meme or a GIF is in the memes and GIFs. If you stick around and you work up to level 5 interacting with the community, the idea is to encourage us to be interacting with and working within the community. Suddenly this place doesn't sound so great. Oh my goodness. There's both options, okay? But I lost my train of thought. Now I want a burger. All I got is this soggy bowl of cereal. Oh. I'm gonna jump over to my crying chair, Crimson. So you have once you reach level 5, you will gain, and you'll read all of the details to this in the roles, the about the lodge. You will be upgraded from the herd to a member, a loyalty member, right? And you gain access to be able to share in this channel here, share your content. And what it shows is that you're committed to our place as a community, not just to coming into new communities just to share your content and try to be all about yourself. The whole idea is community is not based upon self-promotion, right? That's the idea. And so, but we want to allow for that for people who are loyal to our community. And so share your content is something that becomes, by all the white notifications, I know, man, I know. But it could be worse. They could be all little red ones, right? All those little red ones. That would suck. I'd be so triggered by that. My wife yells at me all the time because I'll be on my phone at different points. She'll be like, get off your phone. And I'm like, I can't. There's bubbles. I need to get rid of the red bubbles. But so share your content. One of the things I was talking with Kik about this morning is some emotes and stuff will be, kind of fun additions as well. So as you earn different levels within the Discord and you let moderation know, hey, I reached level 5, then we'll be able to unlock and change you to a new role, a new higher role, because after member will come something like VIP, and you'll be able to gain new emotes within the Discord community. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. Yeah, all of mine are completely muted as well, but for some reason I still get the white updates, and every now and again I'll even get the red bubbles. I don't understand. Like, I've tried to control that, but it's not a big deal. It's training me to not be so triggered. But anyway, so that's a little bit there. Then here we can hang out and talk a little bit about food. I know Kik and I were going back and forth this morning about some food stuff. There's health, health, workout, exercise. What's some stuff there? I don't know if it'll be heavily used, but sports. If you're a sport junkie, we can talk about how the Steelers are the greatest franchise in the history of the NFL. We can talk about something maybe you're learning, educational, right? Different stuff like that. Like, oh, hey, once you reach that member status, hey, here's a really cool video I found that talks about this. I don't know. Okay, so that educational. Fireside Lounge. This is intended for, when you go over to the Fireside Lounge, you're looking to be able to sit down in the nice leather chair to be able to ponder, to slow your mind, and to be able to engage the depths of your intellect. And so the idea behind Fireside is to connect IRL. There's an IRL chat where you can talk with people about, this is something that's happening in my life right now. Can we talk about this? And this can be a place where we can be serious together. Nerd chat, that's a place where people can really go deep on nerd theories and ideas. So we don't want to go crazy in the general chat because other people may want to be maybe trying to talk about other things. We want to have a specific place for that. And I know we have some nerds in the community, which is awesome. So that's a place where people can go talk about how episodes 7, 8, and 9 were far subpar to the original 6, or whatever you want to. So faith chat, that one is intended to be a place where instead of just coming in and people hammering different things about theology and creating negative interaction, we want to create a place on stream. We can create a place where people, if there is a stream that's created for that, let's talk about it, right? But in here is where people can go to really begin to have depth about that. And then there's discussion rooms to where people can actually talk about those, because many times I would say a lot of the conversations we try to have based around faith and theology in text form is not effective. We need to be able to have conversation about those things, and so those are available for that, to where somebody can hook you in and connect you into those discussion rooms. So that's what's available there. Who you call a nerd? Can you automate Me6 to grant roles when people hit certain levels? I know you can at least give them access to different channels at different levels. Yes, so there is a way. There's two things. Okay, on Me6, it's a premium thing. So I'm not buying it. I'm not doing that. I'm an extremely cheap budget, low budget streamer. And so what I do is I actually downloaded oh, I forget what kind of bot it was. Let's go up here. We might be able to see it in the chat history. Look at all these beautiful faces. Emoji restrictor. Okay, so one of the things that I know I can do there, you can do a larger scale thing with Mi 6 and their premium, to where you can set it up, at level 5 they gain access to these things, at level 8 they gain stuff like that. But what I'm doing with the emoji one is making some available to everybody, and then I'm going to make some available when you hit member. You get these emotes. When you hit VIP, you get even more emotes. I don't know about beyond those two, but right now that's what we're looking at, and I'm using that emoji restrictor bot to help out with that, aka Smiles bot. Anyway, so talked about Fireside Lounge, and then you have the Inner Room. This is a place I was adamant about having, because I wanted to create a place where we can engage in prayer together. And so when it comes to prayer, there is a place. If you have a prayer request, throw it in there. Throw it in there. I want to be recombing through those. If people ever post it in there, I want to be able to pray over your prayer requests. And then let's not forget. Hey Naz, you have a good rest of your afternoon, man. If you hop back in here, I should be here for a little bit longer. I say a little bit, in like an hour or two. I don't know. But have a good rest of your afternoon. I don't know what you got to go do, but do it knowing that you are loved. So, don't forget about praise reports. When we have praise reports here, this is a place to be able to post about what God has been doing in our lives. So many times we get stuck on the requests, which is important, but I think it's just as important to honor and glorify what God has done, especially who God is. We see even when Jesus teaches us how to pray, he starts out with, "Our Father who art in heaven, holy, hallowed is your name." Right? He acknowledges who he is. In Acts 4, once Jesus raises and he goes up, the disciples, when they practice prayer, they acknowledge who God is first. Like, that's always a thing, is acknowledging who God is, responding to that, and then lifting up our requests. But anyway, that's a different teaching, different conversation. Yeah, Frost, Apex needed a 37.5 gigabyte download. And so not going to be able to do that now, but I didn't want to just say to the afternoon. I wanted to take some time just talking through a couple things with the Discord right now, and then I wanted to kind of talk about some ideas and look at what EA has to say about everything that we should expect in this update. So I figured you would be safe. There wouldn't be spoilers. You could hop in and be good to go. But and then if you ever need live prayer, I have a prayer waiting room which should notify myself as well as managers and above that somebody needs prayer. And if we're available, we're gonna hop in with you. I want to be as available as possible, but I think we all can understand that sometimes just don't have the feasibility to jump in. But when there's a group of us partnering in this, we may have more ability to be able to pray with you. And prayer room and 1 and 2 are intended to be where we can go in there for private prayer, so that way people are not joining in the waiting room. So I heard that's why I texted Kit to start my download. Yeah. So maybe I'll be able to play a little bit tonight, but we'll see. We shall see. And then you have the recreation center. So here in the lodge, you have the place where you can go to game and hang out. You have general gaming conversation, and you have, if you're specific to a channel, PC, console, you can connect to tabletop gaming. I know J Cubed already connected into here and was like, hey, if I'm not the first one to post in here, then it's not on my brand. So but then also there's these two called Idle Miner and Idle Dungeon. These are two idle games that you can do and have fun with in the background on in Discord. If you're curious about what to do with those, Naz is our idle guide. If you have questions, you can tag him. But then also up here, there are pinned messages in both of them. So you can see a little bit about like, hey, here's how to start. Here's where to start. And if you scroll down, there's gameplay. So if you're into that kind of thing, the idle miner is kind of based around the idea of Minecraft. So if you're into that kind of game and idea, then you can do that. And so like here I haven't done it, but if I wanted to claim all of my stuff, I could, and it would pop up. Hello. It might be because I have so much stuff trying to run on my computer at once, but I could try and fail. But okay, it's not gonna work right now. Minecraft. So if you want an idle game that kind of plays into some of those ideas, like upgrading your pickaxe, upgrading your backpack, selling your stuff, getting quizzes based upon the game. I believe I've never played the game. Going fishing, hunting, getting pets, upgrading pets, different stuff. You want to try and upgrade your backpack and your pickaxe to be able to do different things with Rebirth. You gotta read the pinned messages to be able to understand that. I encourage you guys, check that out if you're into something like Minecraft, like you, Crimson. That may be a place where you can hang out. Just a fun little thing to go on. And then Idle Dungeon. This one is based upon the Discord Dungeon bot. This is an Idle RPG. It's an RPG game in which, same thing, there's pinned messages where you can go look at the wiki page. You can look at some of the basic commands, and you can look at how to get started. There's a starter guide as well. All available to you. And again, if you have questions, Naz is he loves those things. He is learning as much as he can about them to be able to help you guys out as much as possible. Just want to make sure my game is ready to go for the stream tonight. Yeah. Hello, good sir. Gonna lurk a little bit playing this new Apex update. Oh man, you already got it downloaded. That's awesome, Dust. Don't give us any spoilers. Unfortunately, when I hopped on at 1 because that's when they said the release was, and there was nothing for me. Like, it didn't have anything with a new update. It kept loading into Season 4, and then after about 10-15 minutes, it finally showed an update, and it's like a 37.5 gig on the Xbox. And so that's why I switched here. So we're just chatting, hanging out a little bit, because unfortunately I'm not going to be able to play this afternoon, but I still want to take some time to talk about it. But just talking about the Discord right now, the Lodge, that we made newly available yesterday. So if I don't know if it's been shared in the chat recently, but if somebody wants to share that for anyone new, if they want to join in and jump in with that. But you guys can read these and see the channels are pretty obvious as what they do. If you're looking for a group to play, there's 3 game rooms where you can use Discord to your ability to be able to connect with them as you play different games. And then there's the Master Suite, which is for some managers and above. That's for housekeeping stuff. So quite a bit available, and I'm excited about within. Hey, look, there's the update that we went live. Okay, so I'm gonna quit out of Discord. Let's do this. Let's go back here so that way, man, she's a purring. My computer's a purring. So let's just go back to main. Awesome. So let me know at all if that music is ever too loud, guys. I got to figure out the headphone situation, but unfortunately, whenever I put the headphones in, because of Mac, you have to use a certain, what's the word? You have to use a certain app called iShowAudio, and it doesn't allow me to be able to listen to the sound because it's playing all of what's in the desktop out through my output, which right now is through OBS. So it's really weird. And so when I listen to it, it's always behind because I'm listening to what you guys are hearing, which is a few seconds behind. And dude, trying to talk. Have you guys ever played that before? I'm a youth pastor, so of course we've played a game before where you like put the headphones on and they're really loud and you're trying to communicate with the other person, or you have it on a half-second delay purposely to where it makes them start stuttering really bad and they can't. Some fun different things. But what do we have for lunch? Can't go on too far past 12 o'clock without talking about food, my peeps. Sounds good, Professor. Sorry we couldn't make that Apex work. I know we had talked about getting you in on a couple rounds, but KFC leftovers. You know, I do not have a KFC near. I guess there's one 20 minutes away. But I don't know that I would ever go there because it's I'm sure there's great people who work there, but I don't think I'd go there. And, you know, Crimson, talking about fighting words, I'm actually not a huge KFC fan, but I'm willing to state that that could possibly be because of the KFCs that I've eaten at. I'm willing to make that statement. Leftover filling from spring rolls I was gonna... Are you... Kick. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Sound like Trump. They're terrific people. I don't know how bad of a impersonation was that. They're terrific, I tell you. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I've triggered chat. Oh boy. Let me think. You know what? I was gonna wait till Friday to talk through and share a couple things. But what do you guys think? Well, let's not go too far. Let's talk about some Apex stuff first. Don't worry, Trump doesn't do a very good Trump impersonation. What is that supposed? Oh my goodness. Sorry. This is my everyday food situation. Don't tell me that. Frost. Have you looked into the housing situation for me yet? No. Listen. I'm dead serious. I would move for food. I don't know about anybody else. I would. Well, let me rephrase that. I spent a lot of time over this past year dealing with something, and praying through something to make sure that I'm staying on track with it, which is God's call and plan on my life. And so I can't say that I would only move for food, but I might be willing to wrestle like Jacob with the Lord. I'm just kidding, but I feel that prayer. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, rent is cheap at our complex. So she's like, not only can you come on down, but you can actually be in the same location. Kick, man, you really know how to lean into that. Pretty good in my opinion, depending. It's pretty good in my opinion, depending on where you buy it. It can be really cheap. Oh, Dust lives near you. Dude. Y'all camping out down south. Meanwhile, this Yankee. Uh-oh, Crimson. Triggered. So, rent is, rent where we are right now is not the cheapest, to be honest with you. And, right now we are in, I don't know how to say it, but like government supported, even though we do not get any government help. I think we made it in just under the line when I first came in as a part-time youth pastor before I got started into a bunch of other things that I do. And once you're in, you're in. But we do not want to be here forever. We do not. We know some people who have been here for many years, and some people they have to because physically they have to. They're not able to partake in the same ways when it comes to job work and different things like that, disability stuff like that. But that is not my wife and I, and we really do believe in, even though, regardless of what people think about how well the government has done in being able to do different stuff like that, Crimson, we're not going to go too far into politics here, but regardless of that, I believe that this is a place that's intended to be more available for people in those needs, in those deeper needs. And so we don't want to be here forever. We want to be able to find a place to move on. Plus, it's a tiny little 2-person apartment, and we have a little one coming in August. So if we can find a place, that'd be awesome. Politics rolls up sleeve. No. Roll the sleeves back down. Roll the sleeves back down. If I could be a personal chef for everyone, I totally would. Dude. We got in super cheap and got locked in. Oh, okay. Yeah. And so one of the things, obviously, with family is I want to be able to move to a place and create a home. You know what I mean? Not that this can't be a home, But for space and one of the things I love to do is my wife is the hostess with the mostest. Lady Delkery is the hostess with the mostest. She has a spiritual gift of hospitality. She really does. And she's phenomenal at it. And we love I love community. As if you guys didn't know that, I love interacting with people and having conversation and just living life with people. And so we love to have people over, but we never can. We don't have the space. And so that's one thing in the future that we would love to change. All right, Frost. But dude, my wife loves hosting too. She's at her happiest when she's working for people. Yeah. And work with my wife, it's working for people who are respectful and understanding, because there's nothing she cannot stand more when people are just you get my drift. I'm not going to try and find words to be able to describe it, but she cannot stand that. It annoys the crap out of her. And so she deals with that with some people at work and stuff, and it's just, she is a frontliner. Right now she works in, I wouldn't say frontliner, but she has been this entire time classified essential. She is she works at the hospital nearby with the outpatient physical therapy. It's been interesting through these past couple months. Oh, come on, everybody loves being taken for granted. Oh yeah, man. I'll do whatever I can just so you can feel great about your life, even if it means hurting me in whatever way you want and can. Yeah, man. That was sarcasm alert. Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to pull up here in a second what EA says about Apex and chat a little bit about it. I just want to kind of look at it because I haven't actually looked at their in-depth, and I'd really be curious. Really would be curious. All right. I think I'm going to share it. What do you guys think? Should I share it again? We can just keep working to understand how all that stuff works, and have a good time with it. What do you guys think? You heard him, guys. We can do what we want. Whoa. Calling a manager. Oh my goodness. You're too much, Crimson. I love it. Love it. So, on Thursday, though, we will be on here with some Apex. I think before we kick into community stuff, I want to get a few rounds in to be able to get an understanding of it. But I feel like hospitality at its core is making people feel like your space, not necessarily just a physical space, is a safe space to build relationships. This can happen in a mansion, a small apartment, or just a walk in the park with someone. I would agree with you. One of the things about the style of... I want to speak to your manager. Flips. Okay, Karen. No, I'm just kidding. But one of the things with the style in which my wife exudes hospitality is by inviting into our home, inviting into our place, inviting into our lives, and sitting down and hanging out and having fun and having conversation and caring for them. You know, she's a Martha. She loves to be able to make food. She makes phenomenal desserts and baked goods, which is why I gotta continue to watch my form. Hence those 5 push-ups / crunches, it should say, not sit-ups, crunches. Sit-ups, I have a thing with my back from high school days, but crunches I can do. Yes, there is a difference too, in case anybody's curious. But she just loves to invite them in that way, and so we've done it in here. We've had multiple people in here. I know Naz, he's not on right now, but he was over here before. We had a group of teens over before. We were able to just have like a movie night, have some cookies and popcorn and different stuff. But and watch a movie together. And so we were able to fit into this. You could probably fit maybe, you could squeeze 15 people in here, but that's if you're like not doing something active. You know what I mean? Like if we wanted to play a game or something like that, maybe like we could hang out and play a board game in the you know, at the kitchen table and sit out here and hang out in the living room. That could definitely happen. But me and your wife would be friends. Awesome. Yeah. I look forward, you know, I'm not pushing her. There'd be so much food all the time, and Frost and I would gain so much weight. This would be the problem. But we talked about crunches before. Oh boy, is that bad? I'm just kidding. So, lost my train of thoughts. But yeah, I'm not pressing my wife in any way, but I have actually, you know, kind of encouraged her, like, hey, I'd love if you jumped into the. I have an account for her. It's all ready to go for her with Discord, and actually here on Twitch as well. But I'm usually streaming while she's working. She has a scheduled. I'm the one who can make my schedule, so there's a difference there. And actually, so a lot of my streaming usually coincides during her work time, so that way when she's off work, I can be off work. You kind of see how that works, so that way we can have time together and not be overtaken in that way. So that's kind of the case there. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Have I ever been to Kentucky? Let me think. Now I've been to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, but I don't think I've been to Kentucky. I don't think I have. Yeah, I can't. I cannot recall. So, all right, I have the patch notes up here. Let's see. All right, let's go. Back. Yeah, let's change that. And let's go to Safari. Beautiful. Awesome. Is that okay? Do I need to make my picture bigger? Is that okay? What do you guys think? I like it. Does anybody spot Hulkery in the... I know I mentioned him earlier in the stream, but we'll see who was paying attention. Can anybody spot Hulkery? Actually, what I was thinking about at the beginning... Crimson, you might have been in here when I was talking about it, but I had talked about the potential of a future idea being on stream right now. Yesterday and today, I've kind of green lighted, so there's been a green light straight on Hulk. The little Hulk... Oh, looked the wrong way. Little Hulkery. But I had a thought about what if on future streams, not everyone, because I only have so many places I could do it, I hid him, but it made him visible. And we could do some sort of fun little thing where if you're the first to spot Hulkery, that you earn an extra... Yes, Kick, that is where he is. Yep, he's just hanging out. But maybe in the future we could do kind of a find Hulkery, hide and seek with Hulkery. Yes, there you go. And if you are the first to find him, then you would be rewarded maybe like some sort of amount of channel points or something like that you could then use towards redemptions in the future. You know, we will have stuff in the future with giveaways and different things like that, but that is future. I actually, a cool thing you can see, I've got yesterday I had a Superman tee on. I do have some actual DC t-shirts with the emblems that are actually unworn, that I've actually contemplated as doing stuff for giveaways in the future. Maybe that'll be something we can do, some t-shirt giveaways with DC Comics. I don't know. There's a ton of different things I would love to try out, and I'd love to take some. I have to stop myself because Kick and Frost both know that, man, so far, dude, there's so much I see, and I just want to keep going and dive in. The happy dog, right? The happy puppy. But instead, I need to take a breath, and like for this next month, we've reached affiliate, and I thank you guys for that. Sincerely, I do thank you deeply from my heart. That is awesome. I did not expect within the beginning of a third month of streaming to reach affiliate. My understanding was, wait 6 months to 2 years, keep grind into that point, and that to partner takes even longer. I'm not even concerned about that. Just like with affiliate, I wasn't really concerned about affiliate, but I knew that if it came, that'd be awesome because it would give us more opportunity to be able to reach out to more people within the Twitchverse and be able to share love and encouragement as well as the gospel. That's really my heart. So anyway, but that was an idea with hide and seek with Delkery. I like that, Crimson. Crimson's down for it. Who else is? I got this soggy cereal here. I do not know that I'm gonna finish. Yum. So delicious. Anyway, so what do we got here? For season patch notes of Apex, Season 5. The details make all the difference. Alright, here we go. Alright, we all know about Loba. We got her coming. Stylish, sophisticated, and resourceful. She uses her jump drive bracelet, that's what they're calling it, okay, to teleport where she pleases and takes what she wants. Her tactical is burglar's best friend. Soggy's here. Logan, what's up, man? We're just hanging out, chatting a little about Apex. Got the download going on the Xbox right now. Unfortunately, not going to be able to play it this afternoon, but we were just hanging out talking. I was going to talk through this. Got to talk a little bit through my Discord that just released yesterday. If somebody wants to throw that, !Discord, you are more than welcome to jump in and check that out. We got Tactical, burglar's best friend. Teleport to hard-to-reach places or escape trouble quickly by throwing your jump drive bracelet. Yep, we saw that in the video. The ultimate of Black Market. Oh, that's going to be your ultimate. Okay. Place a portable device that allows you to teleport nearby loot to your inventory. Each friendly or enemy legend can take... Dude, part of me just wants to troll with that. Like, part of me, like, we may have good setups and stuff like that, but I kind of just want to, like, use the Black Market boutique just to, actually, that's not trolling, that's defense, right? That's called defense. You purposely make it so that others can't get it. You draw it to one place near where you are. That's going to be interesting to try and figure out a little bit. That'll be interesting. Okay. So, and one of the positives about that, though, I will say, I call that strategy. Yes, as my buddy Hammer says, strategery. I heart strategery. So, one of the things that's positive about that will be it will not make Wraith null and void. I had heard that possibility, so that's good because I enjoy the thing about Wraith is her team play. She's big for team. Everybody is so. I want huge pieces to play into the team aspect, right? Unless they give us a solo, because I'm good with that too. But it's not camping. It's tactical waiting. Well, on a side note to that, real quick, Crimson, I heard somebody say before. I thought this was hysterical. Why are you calling that camping? Have you ever been camping? You don't shoot while camping. It's tactical waiting. Yes, it's strategy. It doesn't mean it's not annoying, but it's still not camping, right? I'm telling my students that yes, yeah, it's not camping. Oh, strategery. I mean, maybe you don't shoot at people while camping. Oh, remind me never to go to the same campsite as Crimson. Oh, man. All right, what do we got? Her passive is Eye for Quality. Nearby epic and legendary loot can be seen through walls. Let's go! The range is the same as the Black Market Boutique. Okay, so that'll be interesting to figure out. I have almost no doubt in my mind that when they make a new patch, in the future, they're going to nerf the range because that's what has happened with different characters, right? Didn't they nerf Bloodhound's ability to see? in one of the patch updates. And so I have a feeling that with Lobos, we're going to see at certain distance that it's going to happen, and then it's going to dissipate a little bit in a future patch. I wouldn't be surprised. But, all right, here's the map update. Kings Canyon, uh-oh. Skulltown and Thunderdome are gone. A new place of interest, Salvage, has been added to the Broken Coast. I think that's that part in that trailer where she jumps off the edge and then uses her what are they calling it? Her jump drive bracelet to be able to transport back up onto it. Across the map, the offshore rig connects to the former relay and wetlands. So, are they still then gonna have the water kills you? Like if you fall off the edge, it kills you? Or are they gonna make a change kind of similar to what they did with Fortnite, to where now you can swim? I don't think they'll be able to make it so you can swim, but I feel like this here, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but it kind of looks like a jump tower. That's interesting. That's interesting. We'll have to see. We will have to see. The anticipation grows larger. It looks like there are shallow and bridged areas in the water. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, is if you're going to be able to move down along the edge and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's continue. Wetlands has been replaced by the excavation of the... Are they talking about swamp? By the excavation of the capacitor, which has the new underground pathway to Sing Labs. Nesting Grounds has continued to regrow into the reclaimed forest, which features an expanded Sing Labs exterior and a small camp outside of the cage. Check our blog post here for more information on these changes. Kings Canyon will be the only map available for 2 weeks after the season launch, so players can have time to fully explore the changes and the meta shift. After the 2-week honeymoon period, map rotation will start rotating World's Edge Season 4 into the mix. Okay. All right, so they're going to go back, so we'll be able to have the original again. This will be, looks like a death trap. Yeah, I agree with you, Logan. Yeah, I wonder if this is supposed to be that spine, though, Crimson and Logan, what you guys are talking about, if that's going to be kind of a bridge to move from one shore to the other. I'm just curious, though, if it's going to be a, if you fall off the edge, you dead. Well, something did die there. It's called Skulltown for a reason. Goodness. I'm interested in this with is it with Jibby? I don't know if anybody else calls him Jibby, but I do. Gibraltar. It's easier. Charge towers are new devices unearthed in the excavation of Kings Canyon. Activate them to grant a full ultimate charge to any legend standing on the platform when the charge blast goes out. What? So use all your ultimates, everybody gather on that point with your team, and then just recharge. That's legit. All right, Logan, no problem. That's legit. Season Quest, The Broken Ghost. Apex First Quest, a season-long search for 9 pieces of a mysterious relic. Find your first daily treasure pack in any competitive match to get started on your hunt. Enjoy free weekly drops of new story, gameplay, and rewards along the way. Oh man, there's so much coming in this one. I feel like of any that I remember, this is going to be the one with the largest to drop on us. The most to drop on us. Man, that's why I was so excited about playing it this afternoon. Curse you, Xbox! No, just kidding. But yeah. Speaking of, don't let me forget, Crimson, I want to talk with you guys about a possible computer. Yes. Possible. Anyway, the season tab, I'm not really concerned about that because that'll probably be more for Battle Pass, and I don't pay for no Apex. I just play it. I play it. Battle Pass S5, but we'll go through it for those who maybe are looking at that as a possibility. All seasonal content has been moved into its own tab in the lobby. Here you can find the Battle Pass Quest and Challenges tabs. Future events in this season will show up here as well. Okay. Interesting. So they're gonna make it a 3-part. Okay, the battle pass, the quest, and the challenges all together, rather than just the challenges on the right. Okay, all right. And then the battle pass, fight your way to glory with season 5 battle pass, complete daily and weekly challenges. Yep, we know how that works. Ranked Series 4. This new season starts a new ranked series. Should I grind a little bit? I usually play. I'm waiting for the last 2 pieces of mine to show up. Yeah. We will definitely talk about that. I can't forget about that. Should I grind a little bit more Apex Ranked? I haven't really done a ton of it. There's been different ones where, I've made it up into silver, but I don't play ranked enough to get up there. And I'm not, I'm more about, and I know Frost called me this I think it was in Dust's stream yesterday, a filthy casual, because the games like this, I want to play and have fun with, but I also want to connect with you guys. I want to hang out and talk with community. And so, I'm not all about the ranked and getting heavy into that, but I'm not opposed to actually playing it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have some streams where we'll be like, you know what? Should we do ranked? And we'll see what happens. Make it a redeemable where you guys tell me you have to go play a ranked match. Oh, man. Why do I say these things out loud? All right. Sticking mostly the same format, but I've also introduced a key feature, Reconnect. Players that leave a match unexpectedly can now rejoin their match in progress. Unexpected means exiting the match through any means other than the system menu, including crashing, using Alt F4 on PC, or dashboarding to close the game on console. To reconnect, simply restart the game and enter the lobby. The game will automatically attempt to reconnect. Finally. That's all I can say is finally. I feel like that's something that has been needed, because I know that I personally have dealt with situations where I've been knocked out of a game. Happened twice in one time. I remember Nuck, Hammer, and I were in, and we were making it inside the top 5 each time, and it froze on me and kicked me out completely. EA kicked me out. The game kicked me out all the way back to my home dashboard. I had to restart the game, and they got to points. I believe they finished second both times, and they were just like, would have been nice to have a third person with us, right? And it's just unfortunate, but I'm glad that they have that, because I would have, instead of just sitting and waiting in the reloaded lobby, it would have taken me right back in. Man, I'm glad that they're finally doing that. But it sounds like that's only available for ranked. I wonder if they're going to have that in regular as well. Disconnected players' characters remain in the state that they were while the player was connected. Okay, so they keep all their guns and all that stuff. To their teammates, it will look a bit like the disconnected player has gone AFK. Okay. This means when the player reconnects, they can immediately continue where they left off, unless, that is, they were killed beforehand. Player characters can be knocked out and eliminated while the player is disconnected. Disconnected players whose characters have died can be respawned normally by taking their banner to a respawn beacon. Yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense. It'd be kind of odd, right, if you come up on somebody who looks AFK and you're shooting them and, the bullets are just going through them and it's not doing anything. That makes sense. If a player doesn't reconnect in time, the disconnected player's character is removed as normal. What's in time? Do they have a set time? Well, that makes me a filthy casual, too. For me, it's twofold: community and skill. Yeah, I would agree with you. Part of mine is skill level as well. And part of it is because, I don't play enough. I don't play a single game enough. If I just committed to playing Apex every time I get on the Xbox, I could probably be a pretty decent player. But I don't only want to do that. I'm just a pleb. But, I mean, I don't think... One of the things that I look forward to is being able to use mouse and keyboard. I've never used, really, mouse and keyboard, but I like the idea of being able to point and click, man. Oh, I love that idea. But I will not get rid of my Xbox. And keep going off topic, but once we get through this, when we talk about these updates, we'll talk a little bit about that computer. Some legend updates. I heard that they were going to finally do something to make Mirage better. There are many pairings if you're interested in hearing what everyone has to say. Wait, under certain pairings, legends will speak to each other differently when prompted with the normal dialogue cues. How does Loba thank Revenant for a revive? She sure doesn't say thank you. Now it's a party. Your favorite trickster has learned a few new tricks to bamboozle his enemies in this new rework for Season 5. The designer note, the hope for this rework is that it gives more depth to Mirage gameplay by giving Mirage players avenues to get better at bamboozling people. Yeah, how about we just make him a reliable character, right? Where some games like COD and Minecraft let you use M&K right on your Xbox. Yeah, I've heard that. And I don't think Apex is one of them, though. Fortnite is one that you can do as well. I don't really. Sometimes I connect and play Fortnite. And I will if we have people in the community. Like, I'm more than willing to do that. I have it. I has it. Okay, so we got his tactical. Psych Out. Pressing the character utility action button allows Mirage to gain control of his decoy. Let's go. So it doesn't look like it's just running in a straight line. That's legit. When controlling decoy, it will mimic Mirage's every move, and it now lasts for 60 seconds. Fork knife? Fart kite. Oh my goodness. Hey, some people enjoy that game, and I'm more than willing to be able to connect into it. But, I mean, it's good to know for the future, Crimson, that if I'm looking at trying to be able to play Fortnite creative with people and invite people in, I will not think of you. Does that make you feel better? Decoys now last for 60 seconds. That's awesome. And releasing another decoy will remove the previous decoy. Okay. Ultimate life of the party. They're taking off of the ship. Mirage deploys a team of decoys that mimic his every move. Think emergency dance party from Dummy's Big Day. Cooldown 60 seconds. Okay. So it's not just hey, they're all standing in a circle. We don't know where he is, but it's them mimicking his moves. I might be more willing to play as Mirage now. I'd be really curious to see some of these at work. Now you see me. In addition to cloaking when downed, Mirage also cloaks while using a respawn beacon and reviving a teammate. Dude! Did they make him too good now? Did they make him too good? That's awesome though that they have at least one character though who basically can be hidden when they're respawning. That's awesome. That's awesome. That makes me feel tremendous. Please do not think of me when playing Fortnite. Oh, you are loved. If you need Crimson, there is a redeemable. There's a chat redeemable for encouragement. I will give you encouragement if you really need it, my man. Oh my goodness. You got bamboozle line will now trigger when you bamboozle an enemy instead of when you release a decoy. Yes. Okay, so it's gonna. So it sounds good, Crimson. So when you bamboozle, when it says you bamboozle, you actually have done that. That's awesome because that'll give you knowledge of hey, there's an enemy in the area. I think the only other ones that give you knowledge of that are Bloodhound if you do his special. If you Wraith who will say there's an enemy nearby or whatever it is she says. And isn't there one other? No, I think that's it. But now that's awesome. That's awesome. Bloodhound, tactical, the Eye of the Allfather, increased sonar detection from 3 seconds to 4 seconds, decreased cooldown. Nice. Okay, so you'll be able to use that more often. That's awesome. There you go, Frost. They're upgrading Bloodhound a little bit for you. Crypto, tactical, the drone. Crypto can now ping banners while in drone to warn teammates of nearby squads. Oh, yes! So you can ping them. I'm liking some of these updates, guys. I really am. I wasn't sure what to completely expect, but I am actually pretty pleased with what I'm reading so far. Lifeline. Increased lifeline bin ratio to 20%. Removed knockdown shields from secret compartment loophole. Oh, okay. So they're getting rid of the shields, but they're increasing how many bins will be able to have the extra compartment. Okay. Caustic. I don't know how I feel about just completely removing the knockdown shields from the secret compartment loophole, as much as, because I understand that almost every single one, it seemed like there was one in there. I just don't understand why they didn't just limit that. You know what I mean? Like, why would they not have just taken that down a little bit? But Caustic, this is something that is a bit of an experiment. We will keep an eye out to make sure this change doesn't cause any degenerate player behavior. Oh boy. Friendly gas no longer slows teammates. Oh, nice. So now you can just run through them. That'll be nice. Caustic traps are no longer triggered from the other side of a door. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, hey, Winkari, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for that subscription. You are one of the first 10, my man. I think you were what? You were number 6? Nice. Thank you so much, my man. I really do appreciate that. You get your nice little base Delk shield, we'll call it, there. And everybody who has subscribed or has not yet subscribed, when you stick with us for a period of time, you know, after 1 month, when you hit your month anniversary into your second month, then you will receive a bronze Delk shield, which will increase both in points on the rack, as well as the growing of the beard, the growing of the elk beard. And so and then from there, when you hit 3 months, you'll move up to silver. Again, it'll increase and it'll look glorious. Kick, actually one of our members here, one of the first 5 to subscribe with us, created these, and I'm excited to use them. And then once you move then from 3 to 6 months, it'll be gold, bigger and better. When you get to 9 months, it'll be platinum. And when you reach 1 year, you will receive a diamond. You won't receive an actual diamond, but you will get a diamond shield Delk in front of your name. And for those of you so far who have subscribed, you will get that alongside of your founding badge, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. And actually, we'll come back to this in a sec. I wanted to take a minute to actually show I want to show them to you guys. I'm all over the place because I'm so excited, guys. I'm real excited, and I love it. And Winkari, you are awesome. You just don't stop, man. I love it. Can we get some? Can people give him some love? Throw him some hearts. Throw him some. Somebody give him a cookie. Somebody give him a hug. Let him know that he is appreciated, and we love that he is a part of this community, and to look forward to everything that is to come, man. I am going to. I think we have a lot of people who are like AFK right now. A lot of people lurking. There it is. Okay, thank you. There it is. There's your cookie, Winkari. So just heading into my final, so I can't stay, but have a great stream. Hey, thank you, man. Good luck. Good luck, man. I actually want to stop what we're doing. I want to pray for you, man. That is. I know that's. Is it your final? Regardless of that, I want to pray for you, man. Father God, Lord, I thank you on behalf of Winkari, Lord, for the time that he's been able to spend, Lord, growing in knowledge and is in his education. Lord, I give you praise for your patience, for your guidance, for your provision for him and his family in this time. Lord, I pray today that you would bring back all that he's taken time to prepare for, all the time that he studied, Lord, that he would recall, that he would do well, Lord, that he would bring glory to you through his efforts of study and education, and that, Lord, you would relieve him of the stress of study, relieve him of the stress of a final in this time, that he can go in with peace in his heart and on his mind. ready to do well, and then come out knowing that he's given it his all. Lord, I thank you for him, for his part in the growth of this community, for the mythic legend that he is. In your holy name, amen. Awesome. On Revelation, man. I'm not going to say good luck to you. I'm going to say go with expectation of the Holy Spirit. Go with expectation of the Holy Spirit. So, love it. Awesome. Hey, Kick, welcome back. We're just going through some more. We just got to pray for Winkari. Actually, he's going into his final on Revelation. Man, that is. I'd be interested to hear your take on that sometime, Winkari. I know you're lurking and you're going into your final, but I've had some conversations with my lead pastor, and we tend to have my thinking about different parts in Revelation. From the little I haven't done a ton of study on Revelation, but from the little I have done is probably a little bit different than a lot of people. But we're not going to talk about that here and now. But I'd love to chat about it more. So, what do we got? We were at Caustic. No longer triggered by the other side of the door. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, because to me it's proximity, and I don't care if you're on the other side of the door or not. I mean, I hate it. I hate walking up to a door and it happens. But to me it's proximity. I don't know. Although I guess it would make sense that if you have a door closed, even a proximity mind can't sense that you're there until you open the door. But we'll see what happens with that. Octane, this is a first step in pushing more team utility for Octane. Yes. We have more updates planned, but they didn't make the cutoff for this patch. Launchpad cooldown is reduced. Okay, good. I always felt like that was, it became useless to quick team play and movement away from the storm, movement into the map. I don't know. I think that'll be helpful. I think giving a cooldown. I'm curious what the other thing would be for them. I'd be curious to see if they create some sort of evasion thing, with his speed, like if he's faster to evade incoming, incoming enemies or damage. I don't know. We got Revelation is a fascinating book. But I think some people get so lost in studying all the what-ifs that they lose focus of things we're certain about. Not to say it's pointless to study Revelation, but maybe without the conspiracy theories. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to go too far into it right now on stream, but I would agree with you. People can get lost in different things like the symbolic numbers and imagery, and I think a lot of times people get lost in what if this happens in the future, and they don't take into account cultural realities and things that, give understanding about what was happening and what was going on, to understand things that were being described based upon that time, as well as what is written about prophetically, right? So there's a lot of interesting things to take into account, I think, with Revelation. But be interesting. Maybe some of us can chat a little bit in that faith chat part of the lodge sometime on Discord, a little bit about that. So, and I'll be honest, I haven't taken enough time to study Revelation. I need to. My grandfather challenged me before about that. My grandfather, that bookcase over there in the corner, there's that, plus there's a bunch of other boxes upstairs in our guest bedroom that are filled with books from his pastoral library he gave me. He was a country church pastor for a few years where he would jump between and preach at different congregations. And so he left when he passed. He had left me his pastoral library, and he had done a ton of different research on Revelation. And so I'm really interested to see some more of these things as I look through them. Unfortunately, there's just so many books in so little time. But anyway, let's finish through this. Gibraltar. Internal data shows that Gibraltar's performance in individual fights is in a good place, but we want to bring down his power a bit in team fights. So is team... Okay. I can see that. I don't know if I would have gone down a whole 6 seconds, because that's literally now only 2/3 of what it was. I might have, for a test, gone down about 4 seconds. 2 to 4 seconds. I don't know why they would make a third cut on their first test. You know what I mean? I don't know. Am I alone in that chat? Does anybody else think that from 18 seconds to 12 seconds with that dome shield use is a bit much when they're trying to test out and see how he plays in team. Yeah, it does seem drastic. That's what I thought. I'm not a big fan of that. I really do enjoy playing as Gibraltar. I think what they're saying is that his individual fight is in a good place. His character box, his hitbox, makes up for the -10 damage buff that he has or whatever. But yeah, that's a little drastic. I'm not a big fan of that. I wish they would have only dropped it 2 to 4. I could see if they had made it 18 to 14. But I prefer, you got to take it down a little at a time. That's too much. But everybody's a critic, right? Pathfinder. Given the power of quick repositioning in Apex, being able to use Pathfinder's grappling hook multiple times in a fight is both too powerful and muddies combat legibility. The cooldown for grappling hook has been increased from 15 seconds to 35 seconds. I get what they're saying, but again, I feel like that is drastic. You're more than doubling the length of cooldown time. That's too much. That's just too much. Yeah, in my opinion, you need to move up slowly and move down slowly. You can't just make a huge jump like that. 25 seconds would have made a big difference. Yeah, 35 is just unnecessary. I was thinking maybe 5 seconds, but 25 I think I could have dealt with. It would make sense because they're trying to make a drastic change in the fight performance for Pathfinder compared to other characters. So making a big difference, like you're saying, Crimson, that would make sense. 25 seconds, but 35 seconds, they're just taking it completely out of the fight. And that's one of the things that makes Pathfinder, I can't do it well, but that's one of the things that makes Pathfinder usable. I don't know. I understand what they're saying about using it in a fight as well, Crimson, but I don't know that I agree with that length of time, because part of the idea is about being able to use it in fight. Being able to use it as much? No. So 25, like you said, probably would have been good. 20 maybe, but 25, yeah, I think you make a good point. That would have been fine. 35? Now it's no longer even a part of it. It's how many fights with a team last 30 seconds? Unless somebody is sniping and others are pressing, majority of the time that I'm in them, when you attack, like, it's over in 20 seconds. It's usually pretty quick. And so, what's up, Naz? We're just going through some of these updates, and we're at the end of the characters, some of the updates that they will have, and these last two I have not been very happy with. Gibraltar and Pathfinder. Just to go back through to make sure I understand them. Just for you, Naz, because I know that this is something you might like to, unless you've already looked at it. I'm reading your message right now, Crimson. Okay, Kick, you have fun time. Have a fun rest of your day. Thank you for stopping in today. I will be back on Thursday afternoon. I hope to see you then. Yeah, Crimson, I agree. Now Pathfinder will just fight like everybody else. Yeah, and that's one of my frustrations. Is Naz, what we were just talking about here with Pathfinder is the cooldown now for grappling hook is now increased from 15 seconds, which we agree was too fast because you could use it multiple times within a fight, to 35 seconds. So now they've essentially made Pathfinder just a ground fighter in the middle of a fight rather than being able to use the grappling hook. And my thought is that I like what you said about Crimson. The more I think about it, 25 I think would have been good. 25 seconds would have limited its use, but still given that capability for Pathfinder to be different within a fight. Now they've literally eliminated one of his abilities, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating. And Gibraltar, they reduced his dome shield for the team fights from 18 to 12 seconds, which I am not happy with because that's literally, they took a third of its time away. And in my opinion, that's just too much, too quick. It should have been smaller. It should have been 2 to 4 seconds that they took away, not 6. I know when we talk about those numbers, that sounds so small, but we all know how that works in a game, right? That is huge in the game. But there were some other changes, Naz, with with Octane, Caustic, Lifeline, Crypto, Bloodhound. I know you're a Bloodhound guy. His tactical Eye of the Allfather. It increases the sonar detection from 3 seconds to 4 seconds, which is nice. It increases by 1 second. See, this is the kind of increase that I'm okay with. It can't be too fast. And then they decrease the cooldown from 35 to 25 seconds, which again, I don't think that's too bad of a decrease, especially with what the Eye of the Allfather offers. Bloodhound, it allows him to be tactical in his way, whereas being able nerfing these from Gibraltar and Pathfinder, man, that's just not a big fan. But if you guys are curious at all about this, I'm just on EA's website, games/Apex Legends/news/season 5 patch notes. You can just Google it. But weapon and loot updates. Season 5 is the first Apex where you don't get a new weapon, but if I remember correctly, they were going to make some weapons better. You'll probably see a lot of Pathfinder mains switch away. I agree, and maybe that is part of it, because when I remember when I started Apex, I had started with, I had definitely started with Pathfinder as my main, and he was easier to figure out. He was like the first one, you know what I'm saying? And so I enjoyed playing as him. But as we've gone on, I've fallen away from him quite a bit. And I enjoyed for a while playing as Bangalore, and then I switched to Jibby, and then through the recommendation of one of our followers, actually, I started playing as Lifeline, and I've played as Lifeline quite a bit. And now I know I've had a couple of times now where we've done the community, play as whoever I say kind of thing. Now that's a redeemable piece, just to let you guys know, where you can redeem when we play Apex or other games that allow this option. You can use your watch points, your channel points, still looking to name those things. You can redeem those if you choose to be able to choose what character I have to play as, or what gun I have to use. Or there's one in there actually that's for the entire loadout. What is it called? Run this mode or something like that. Run the show. So for 2,000 watch points, you can actually completely take over and say, listen, you have to use this character, you have to use this weapon, and this is the if. If the squad agrees, because remember, this is team-based stuff. If it's an individual thing, then I can go anywhere. Just antlers? That's an idea. I think Kick had made an idea about that the other day. She had said about the points, like antler points, but I wouldn't know how to word that, So we'll have to continue trying to mess around with that idea. But so that run the show though is to be able to choose all those things, and if the party agrees, then you can also choose where we have to land, where we have to go. So it's kind of a cool way for community to interact. So since antlers have points, just points. Well, and that's, do we call them Delk points? Delk points? Hey Crimson, if you haven't jumped in the Discord, I would encourage you to do that, because there's actually a place. I like Delk Doe. Nuck gave that one out yesterday. Oh man. But there's a suggestions and feedback channel, and that would be a great place for you to share those ideas. So that way, kind of community can see them as well and kind of be like, hey, let's talk about this. No, yay. I don't know, but yeah, so I'm definitely going to change some of these, because I feel like, and you guys let me know if you disagree or if you agree, there's a lot. Like, I might have too many options. Like, is it overwhelming to go through here and be like, dude, I don't know what I want to save for, because there's so many options. I might have to go through and actually, like, maybe right now I'll go through and I'll eliminate the ones about the emotes. Unlock the random sub emote, shut off emote only chat, shut off choose an emote to unlock, because we don't modify a single emote, because we don't have emotes yet. Maybe, what do you guys think about that? What if I took those off to help simplify the redemption of channel points, or Delk or whatever we want to call it? Let me see your thoughts, please. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. They were forced to be more creative. We have some ideas on how to address it, but we need some time to test them and make sure they are healthy for Apex. Some fully kitted gold weapons. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so our weapon, Delk is actually pretty legit. At least shut off a couple of them. Okay, that's what I thought, Naz. I thought. So it sounds like Delk is catching fire. Delk. Oh. When somebody pops up, you complain about something, and then you're able to still make it happen. It don't matter, though. Okay. So here in Season 5, we hope the changes listed below can get you excited to learn and master the Season 5 weapon meta. Uh-oh. Cole, are you there? I don't know. I think he's at work. They have a Season 5 fully kitted Hemlock. Hemlock. I used to hate that gun until I GG'd with that gun, and I got good. I got good. That gun is a lot of fun on single fire. They're gonna have gold Spitfires. Dude, Spitfires, did they nerf them last season? Because I felt like Spitfires have been too good for a while. They're gonna have a gold fully kitted RE45, an EVA 8. Okay. The longbow. That one. Between, I think of any of those that I would really want to try out, it would be the Hemlock and the longbow. I'd be curious about the Spitfire, obviously. I guess I'd be curious about the EVA 8 too, but I like that Peacekeeper with Choke. I like me that Peacekeeper. So, the Mastiff is being rotated out of the care package to a regular weapon with its power reduced accordingly. Interesting. So they are introducing a new weapon. They're introducing a Mastiff shotgun instead of that only the OP legendary shotgun. So they're not introducing a weapon, but they're introducing a weapon. Okay, the Mastiff is being rotated out of the care package. I already said that one. Reduced damage per pellet from 18 to 13. Reduced headshot multiplier from 2 to 1.25. Increased blast pattern distances for the outer pairs of pellets. Increased blast pattern scale ADS multiplier from 0.5 to 0.55. Reduced fire rate. Reduced projectile size. Increased shell count. Increased projectile speed. Okay. I think those are realistic changes. I can't sit and pretend that I get how much of them make sense, from without, because there's so many details to it, but I think the biggest ones will be the reduced damage per pellet and the fire rate. Plus it has the increased projectile speed to a standard shotgun speed. Sounds like a dumpster fire, as in it doesn't sound any good. That fire rate, where was that at? From 1.3 to 1.0. I didn't use the Mastiff. So I don't know. I don't have a grasp on what that 1.3 would have been like to understand if 1.0 is actually a drop off the map. Because numerically, it doesn't look too bad. Numerically. But the Peacekeeper, it's being rotated out of a regular weapon and into the care pack. No! No! Into the care package weapon with its power being increased accordingly. Tightened pellet spread, reduced rechamber. Dang. So that means we're going to no longer see Peacekeepers around. They're switching out the Mastiff. No! 1 second fire rate means I wouldn't bother taking it into a fight when my opponents are using automatics with fire rates 3 to 10 times that speed. Yeah, but one of the things I like about it, I like about the shotguns, is that close range. Yeah, Naz, that Peacekeeper. That's probably why they're rotating it out, because people were doing so hot with it. It was a good one. Darn it. But well, let's look at the distance. Does it say about the distance? It just says increased blast pattern distances. It doesn't say how far. Because that's the other thing I was curious about, Crimson, was whether or not that would be worthwhile in close distances. Anymore, though, what I'm finding is that rather than the big blast with the slow fire rate, you know, I'd honestly almost prefer, you know, having that Prowler or R99, you know, to have that as a close range, quick. Let me get it up and, you know what I mean? So, but that really sucks about the Peacekeeper. I agree with you, Naz. Peacekeeper is being rotated out of a regular weapon and into the care package weapon with its power increase, tightened pellet spread, rechamber time will go reduced. Okay, so the reload will go down, dude. So if we do find the Peacekeeper in a care package, Naz, with how much I like to run Lifeline, maybe Nuck can get the what's that one that he likes? The Devotion. You can get the Peacekeeper. I wish I was better with the what is it? What's the sniper? The gold sniper. Is it down here? So it reminds me. Nope, I can't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. Somebody help me out in chat. What is the name? Reduced reload times from 2.65. So yeah, so the time and yeah, all of that. Increased projectile size to improve consistency at close range. Let's go. Dude, the Peacekeeper's going to be OP. Wow. Alternator. Increased mag size from 16 to 19. Level 1. 22, 25, 27. Thank you. One of the things I always felt like, and I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but I always felt like the alternator never had enough ammo in its chamber, and that whenever I would hit I would get a bunch of hits with the alternator, but it wouldn't do enough. And I don't know if that was just me, but that was always a very, very, very frustrating thing to me. And so we got the RE45, increased damage. Oh, 1. Okay. Reduced reload time. Okay. So it might not actually be a bad idea, those early plays of having something like an RE45 and trying to switch it out all the time to the alternator. That's what I usually do. If I have an RE45 versus an alternator, I always take the alternator. But I don't know. I think I'll still take the alternator, especially since they increased the mag size. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? The Havoc. Okay, here we go. The vertical recoil is increased. Okay. Increased. I always felt the Havoc was crazy anyway. I never liked to use the Havoc. I know a lot of people did, but I never liked to do it because it always did that all the time for me. The horizontal recoil is slightly increased as well. So literally, you are going to shoot... Thanks for that alert, Crimson. You're literally going to shoot the Havoc and be all over the place. Recoil on the first 2 shots is increased. Interesting. So you have to do more to try and keep it on point. Okay. Well, I guess that'll be helpful for those who have mastered the Havoc. Not me. It'll be helpful to kind of even the playing field there. The longbow. The longbow DMR headshot scale reduced. Oh. That's not good. That means it's going to be hard to get a headshot. It's not much, 0.05, but probably gonna feel it. You're probably gonna feel it. Man, that might take away my use of the longbow. I've been getting, ever since Frost got me into the triple take. I've really been liked the triple take because you can use that with the choke, especially. You can charge that up and pretty much use it almost like a shotgun as well as a sniper. I've really enjoyed that with choke. So thank you, Frost, if you're listening. I appreciate it. The wingman headshot skill is reduced. I wish that they would. I guess I've seen a lot of people use it though. I don't like the wingman. I don't think it's that great. There's a ton of kick. I can never seem to land a shot. But then again, I'm not the greatest. I'm not the greatest standard to go off of these changes from. So, all right, hop ups. They're adding the skull piercer hop up for the longbow and the wingman. Wait a minute. No way. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So the longbow, it's going to be harder to get that whack on the headshot. It's going to be a little bit less. But they're allowing us to add the skull piercer, so it takes it, instead of the max of a 2.15, the always of a 2.15, dropping to a 2.1, you also have the max capacity of a 2.5 headshot scale. That's awesome. And then with the wingman, maybe that'll be helpful then. Because the wingman will be a 2.25 headshot scale. Okay, all right. And then the vaulted anvil. The anvil receiver is only going to be vaulted? Is that what that means? Can anybody give understanding to that? Vaulted anvil receiver. I guess that would make sense. I personally have not been a huge fan of the what's it called? Can't even think about what it's called. Shucks. I was just talking about it. The anvil receiver, that's it. Duh. Because the anvil receiver... Excuse me. Oh, Lordy Jesus. All right. But that anvil receiver... I rarely ever... First of all, I don't ever use the flatline. I don't. If I have access to a... What's the other one that's a heavy? Used to think it was a little too OP. The Spitfire. That's it. Alright. The Spitfire I used to enjoy. And more than the other one. But I enjoy the Havoc with that single shot. But I really enjoy the Prowler. Prowler with Select Fire. You gotta go with that SMG. But I understand, because with the Anvil having that increased punch with the single fire, I don't know. I am so focused on being able to see short to medium range. I like being able to see distant, but I hate having that scope in the way, especially the ACOG, to be able to see those closer ones in order to be able to get that distant shot. I don't know. So I'm not really for or against the vaulted anvil receiver. I don't know. Gold armor, added perk. Shield cells and syringes give double the amount per use. What? Ah, okay. So they took away how it has a 50% heal speed. So it heals twice as fast. But it gives you double the amount per use. Okay. We'll see how that plays out then. That'll be helpful for when you're competing against them. Obviously, it'll suck when you have it, but... Alright, and then a bunch of bug fixes, various conditions causing prediction errors, fixed looting in pillboxes, being difficult around weapons. Oh, thank you! Thank you! That was annoying the crap out of me. The part where I would hold X and it would have a loading four squares instead of actually picking up what I'm trying to pick up, or it would pick up the gun and switch that out with the one I had instead of picking up the ammo or the grenade beside it that I'm trying to pick up. Fixed aiming speed during zooming lerp, and I apologize guys, I forgot that I was not on the window, Let me know in chat if that happens. Oh, there you go. Okay, yep. Perfect timing, Naz. So, yeah, so they got the prediction errors, but they've got the fix the looting in pillboxes being difficult around weapons. That's the part I was just excited about. So I hope that that helps that, because one of the biggest things that affected for me as well was speed. Being able to quickly move through a loot box and being able to also turn around when an enemy's there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to pick this up and it won't let me pick up the right thing. So hopefully that fixes that. Fixed aiming speed during zooming lerp to be consistent with hipfire and ADS speed. Okay. Interesting. Disabling melee target compensation. Legend banners have a black box when having AA disabled. A condition where the third character model would be missing on screens with 3 legend banners. Okay. Fix sometimes erroneously pinging enemies while skydiving or in the plane. I hope, Naz, you can probably attest to this. I hope that for Nuck's sake, that it's not necessarily his controller and that it was just one of those bugs for when he goes to ping something and it accidentally marks that there's an enemy and he's always like, no, that's not what I did. Unless it literally is just him or his controller. Sometimes, yeah, exploitable spots against prowlers in Bloodhound Trial. Interesting. Prowlers fix the prowlers not attacking Gibraltar's dome shield. Death boxes sometimes not moving on the train. Subtitles in Russian showing up as English in the Bloodhound Trial area. Havoc VFX while on the train. Depth of field when selecting charms in the loadout menu. Lighting on the legend sometimes being dark around the menus. Tooltips not appearing currently when highlighting items in the menus. The charge rifle beam shooting from the scope while using the hard-coated skin. Melee not doing. Okay, so I don't necessarily think we need to read through all of these, but QOL. We've overhauled the death box UI to compartmentalize loot better, so you can find what you need faster. Oh, nice! I'm curious what that's gonna look like. That'll be sweet. Because obviously you have to scroll all the way down. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily so hard on a mouse. I've never done it, so I can't. I say that in ignorance, like on a computer. But I know with controller on Xbox, sometimes that can be, especially if they have a lot in their bin, to scroll all the way down. So that'll be nice that they fix that. Compartmentalize. So I'm curious if that's, so once you're in, you're going to have to like RB. No, because RB is ping. Huh. I'm curious what they're going to do with that. Maybe it'll be like left or right on the D-pad. I don't know. We'll have to see. Crypto can now ping banners while in drone. I'm excited about that. Favorite option now available for weapon skins. Observer highlights for tournament matches. Nice! So we can actually see. I've wanted that for a while, but it's only for tournament matches. Man, I've wanted kind of that Call of Duty kind of thing. Ooh, gotta crack my neck. That Call of Duty thing where you can see your kill cam. You can see how it happened. I really have wanted that, so you can understand how'd that happen, where'd they come from, and you can gain understanding and gain better gameplay. Get better at gameplay. You can GG, right? Get good. Added voiceover for pinging enemies who are reviving. Nice. So not only are you going to ping them, but it'll let them know that they're reviving. That's pretty cool. Favorite option now available for weapon skins. Observer highlights for tournament matches. Already said that. Removed location-based weekly challenges. These cause players to have mixed motivations from their squad mates and didn't work well with the map rotation. Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah. That was so they're removing the weekly challenges that told you, hey, you need to go here to Skulltown. You need to go here to the market. Okay, that makes sense because you want it's intended to be a squad game, and so unless you have a singles mode, which I'd be down for them to have, I think that'd be pretty cool. Have a single mode because they have duos and they have trios. It'd be great to have the single. Optimize CPU usage while filling up more of your CPU with our download. Improve texture streaming quality on GPUs reporting less memory than ever. We're excited to announce that at the start of Season 5, we'll be adding Apex servers to the Middle East as we look to further support our fans in the region. Oh, cool. We hope you enjoy Season 5. Awesome. Awesome. That's cool. So, some good things, some not so good things. What do you guys think? What's something in there that you are definitely not excited about? Singles mode, what is this, Tinder? Okay, solo, my bad. So low they couldn't even hear me. Okay, so that was a free one. Man. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Like, I'm excited. I really am, and I wish I could be playing it right now. But it is what it is. It be what it be, right? So, I'm glad I am too, man. That is one. I enjoy the alternator. I'm not gonna lie, but I've gotten annoyed. I can't say always, but because I really didn't play a lot of Apex during seasons 2 and 3. I started to get back into it the second half of season 3. I played a lot in a chunk in season 1, very little in season 2, a lot more in season 3, a ton in season 4, and we're about to get going in season 5. But I enjoy the alternator, I enjoy how it shoots, I enjoy the attachments available for it. But I've been frustrated with what they buffed, which is the extended mag and the amount that it holds, which I'm excited about, because I always felt like even with a level 1, I want to say it was even with a level 2, sometimes you would unload most of your bullets. Obviously, if you land it felt like times with level 1 extended mag, you would land all of your bullets and it wouldn't kill them, and that was frustrating. Level 2, I don't think that was much of the case, but if you missed a couple, you were in the same boat. And so I'm glad that they did that, because I felt like the amount of times that you were actually hitting compared to the amount of damage that it actually incurred was not a good. So I am glad, I will say this, I am glad that they increased the amount of bullets rather than increasing the damage. I am glad about that. I think that that's a much smarter way to do it. Because I did not have an issue with the amount of or how hard it hit. I felt like I'm out of ammo, which I guess you could have taken care of either way. But if you increase the amount of damage given, it can have too much of a buff in pinch situations, especially in team fighting. Where you want to force people. Gotta go, man. Have a great rest of your stream. Hey, thank you, Crimson. I know we did not get to talk about the computer. If you have a minute, I will talk about that right now. I will talk about it right now, just for you. But what I was looking at is I actually had connected in with a streamer this morning, and he had talked about how he has a gaming laptop that he is looking to get rid of. He only used it like once or twice for streaming. Otherwise, it's pristine. And he gave me the specs for it, and I was going to have a conversation with my wife tonight about it. But it has one. I'm going to open it real quick. But it's an i7 8750H. I don't know how I'm supposed to properly pronounce all of these things. So correct me if I'm wrong. But 1070 Max Q, 16 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD, 144 hertz display. It's a SteelSeries keyboard. It's an MSI GS65 Stealth. And so it sounds like and seems like it's a really good opportunity. Here's the thing. Here's the catch. Right now, I don't necessarily have the finances to throw down on a new computer. But if that's something that this stream and everyone believes in, then it could be something that maybe I could talk to him about, and us being able to actually set up maybe a goal of some sort as a community, like trying to reach a certain point, because I want the finances to be able to go back in to make this stream better. And I want to be honest with you, when there's times that finances are going to support like something that pops up with my future kid or with my wife or something like that. Like, I want to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to hide any of that. But yeah, so that's the idea, is being able to get that. And so I'm not gonna fight with myself. I don't want to necessarily speak how much it is at this current time. I don't think. I want to talk with my wife first. But if it is something that the community thinks would be an awesome thing for me to invest in, I want to put it as a goal for us to make a goal together to be able to work towards, so that we can have better streaming, that possibly then that creates the ability to move to get a stream deck, so that way I can use different things with Streamlabs and be able to do transitions and stuff, have a better overall stream through the computer, but also playing games on the computer or playing games on the Xbox. That's something that I think is really cool, which would also be really good for being able to connect into other people within the community. So that's what I was talking about, Crimson. I don't know if you're still here or if you ducked out, but that's one thing I'm excited about. It's something that's in the works, and yeah, so that may be something that we make a goal, a community goal, to try and be able to invest in, put anything that comes in towards that. Got to process it a little bit, and I got to talk with my wife too. I want to be open and honest about that with her, so that way we can kind of make a decision from there. So yeah, it is a cool opportunity. And here's the thing, I am going to say the price, because it's not a big deal, especially if we want to look at possibly working towards that, and it's not necessarily, hey, this is how much it is, we need to work towards getting exactly that amount of money. No. There'd be money that obviously I would look at, from my wife and I's income outside of anything that were to come through here, and look at what can we do, so therefore what do we need to be able to make this feasible. And I would want a feasible goal too, you know what I mean? So the computer itself, brand new, he bought it for $2,500, and he's offering it to me for $1,000. He's barely used it. He only used it for streaming once or twice. It has phenomenal specs that I read. At least that's what I understand from multiple different computer people. I don't know a ton about them. So I'm really contemplating. Yeah, Naz, I'm really contemplating it. But I want to talk with Lady Delkery first, and see where her thoughts are. Let her speak some wisdom into it. She is a woman of great wisdom. Definitely a spiritual gift that the Lord has given her, and be able to identify, what is the reality of it. So, but I think it would be something that'd be a lot better than using a MacBook Air. It would free this up too, so that way one of the things is that I have church work stuff on here, I have stream stuff on here, I have personal stuff on. There's so much that this poor little girl gets used for, that I would like to loosen that up a little bit and be able to, I would like to be able to only use it for, a specific one or two things that I'm focusing on. I'd like to be able to use it for editing. I have the software on here. I'd love to be able to use it just for editing, and so that'd be great to have available, and then be able to keep that off of the space on a PC, on a gaming laptop, on whatever. So that's kind of the idea. I'm still going to be looking into a couple things here. Since it's only day two stream, or the second stream of being affiliate. So I'm looking into different people who have subscribed. I want to continue to look into what are the things to be able to place available for them in the different tiers. So what are the things that you guys can get from that? What can I give you as a thank you? As well as being able to look at, my mind just blanked. Oh, how different things like that work with the whole, like, if we were to make a goal to, like, hey, this guy's willing to make a deal with me. If we can commit to making this much, then we can use that all straight towards that. No administrative fee or any crap like that, right? And just go purchase this laptop. I got to look at how to do that stuff, and I got to look and see if the community would be willing to do that, and wanting to do that. That's the big thing. Because if not, I'm not gonna do it. So that's pretty much that. But there was one other thing I wanted to share today, and maybe I'll share it again on Friday a little bit as well. But that is, I wanted to share I wanted to give you the picture of what all of the sub badges look like, so that way you could see what's coming, right? So Naz, I know you can probably see the base Delk shield by your name. For some reason, it's not showing it here where I am. I mean, I can see the founder one, but it's not letting me see. Oh, it says Twitch Prime by yours. Interesting. I'm going to scroll up and see if somebody else earlier. Interesting. Interesting. So, all right, I'm going to pull that up real quick so that way you can see that. Let me, come on. And this is the other thing too. It wouldn't be a big deal with me trying to work multiple things. Now, here's the thing, and maybe somebody in chat, maybe one of you guys can give me, guys or gals, can give me some understanding of this. If I were to get something like that, if we were to get a computer like that, would that mean, oh, whoa, what just happened? The music just jumped up in front of me. The music didn't get like too loud all of a sudden, did it? I don't think so. Okay. But would I want to look at getting another monitor? I know that I would need to get a mouse. I'm being told that it has a pretty good keyboard, so I wouldn't necessarily need an external keyboard. I just wasn't sure what it would be like playing on one, on a built-in laptop keyboard, trying to game on that. I didn't know how that would work. But would I need to look into having another monitor so that way I can game on this, the 144 hertz, which is an awesome refresh rate on a screen. I know that, and I've never played on anything like that. So part of me was just like, I want to say yes right now, but I know that I knew that I couldn't. Would be, ooh, it says that my package delivered, which means it's in the mailbox, but I don't have the key. My wife does. My wired controller has arrived from Amazon for us to try out audio on Thursday. So, and that's something that I could use on the PC as well, on the gaming laptop. But that's just a curiosity, is if I would want to have a second monitor to be able to run like OBS and Streamlabs, or Streamlabs OBS even, but run that stuff, but then I'll do everything else, well, game and do other stuff. Would, you know, obviously, perfect world would be great to have like 4 monitors. Like, let's be real, it'd be great, but that's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. You know, it's one thing to see if we could even have a what's the word? Computer. So, all right, let's get those sub badges up. Why did it not come up? Here we go. I don't know how it's going to do this. This one's going to be interesting because they're multiple files. And I don't know. We might have to do it individually, one by one. Let's go back down here. Let's go to. Let's go back here for now. Where are you? Find her? Yes. Okay. Oh, nice. I can just increase it. Perfect. All right, might be a little blurry, but I promise you, they're in high def. The actual files are in high def. So, this is the base that you can see right now. Okay, so that is what we have available to anyone. It's just your base elk, single horn. Notice there's no beard or anything. That is your 1 month shield, and then we move up. It gets better. We move up to bronze. Yes. So right there we have bronze. That's what happens at 2 month. 2 month sub, they get that. And then as somebody sticks around for 3, we've got silver. We've got silver. So you get the silver. I wish that it would remove that little tag so you could see it, but you guys see it, right? Here, we'll do this, and then you can see it there on the side. There it is. You got a little bit of scruff going up and down the side of the face. All right, so that is for a 3-month subscriber. They move up to silver. And then when someone subscribes for 6 months, it goes from 1, 2, 3, and then from 3 to 6. At 6 months, you go gold. You go gold. So I'm going to do it here so you can see on the side. Get a little bit more of a beard. You get some more, you get a bigger rack. You get more points, right? And showing your dedication and loyalty to this channel. And then, oh, it doesn't stop there. From 6 months, at 9 months, we go platinum. 9 months, we get a platinum badge. Yes, it looks a little blurry, and I promise you it is not. If I were to, I'm curious what would happen if I did this. I think I kind of like this platinum one. Like, I really like this platinum one. Kick did these. These are epic, man. These are epic. And they're also going to be really tiny beside you, so they don't have to be like the highest definition, you know what I'm saying? But they are high def. So this is what, let's go to properties. And let's go to preview. That is what it looks like. That's platinum. Okay? And then, where did you go? Right there. Perfect. We come back to there. Okay? And then, when somebody hits 1 year of endless support, month-to-month subscription of this channel, they will reach diamond status. So diamond is right here. And here on diamond, you get, I don't know if you can see it well there, but you get the full beard, the full elk beard. You get the, what is it, 12? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, you get 12 points. And I just think that's going to look so sick next to people's names, different subscribers. So there you got them. You got the 6 different. And then I also read about how if we were to ever reach partner, there are actually more that you can do. You could create more to go then from 1 year to then your 2 through 8 year subscribers. And so, but that's, we're not even worried about that right now. Let's make it through a couple of months before we worry about 8 years, right? But I think that could be pretty cool, because then we could then look at being able to do stars. You know, there's, the sky's the limit. I'll worry about that down the line, but a lot of that came from, actually, that idea We went back and revisited when I had miscounted. I thought there were 5. There were only needed to be 5, but there were actually 6. So Kick, Roundhouse Kick, if you ever see her here in this community, here on Twitch or in our Discord community, just love her. Thank her so much. She made those this past weekend for me. Actually, no, she made those on Monday, I think, for me. She came up with the look. We just made some tweaks for the colors and a little bit of tweaks on the fullness of the maturity of the elk beard, right? It's really cool because it came out to look kind of like a subscriber shield, which I think looks great. So let me know your thoughts in the chat. I know Naz, I like where this is going. Yeah. So what do you guys think? You guys liking what we got coming with that? I'm excited. I am really excited. I think that came out well. We'll give some time. We'll figure out here as a community, what we think about different things with emotes. So I want to hold myself back from trying to do too much with those and trying to think too much about those. But yeah, those. Well, I said earlier in the stream, if you weren't here, we were going to look at in the Discord. If I'm going to put both the commands. That shows you any of the commands that are available on this channel as of right now. And then, so if you use the Discord one, it actually is a brand new, opened yesterday, and that is a place where you can share ideas. There's a suggestion channel to where you can share ideas, thoughts, feedback, stuff like that. But also in the Discord there are some emotes that Kick also made. Some Delk emotes, Delk being me elk, me as an elk kind of thing, a Delk. And there's some kawaii ones, some little cute guys. And one of the things I'm excited to do is in the Discord as you level up to earn a new role. When you reach level 5, you'll reach the role of member, in which I plan to have some emotes available for you. So they'll unlock when you reach that level. You move down the road a little bit, you unlock another couple. So you move from member to VIP, and there's others that are unlocked. And so it's just a fun little thing to where the more that you invest into the community, the more that we have to say thank you with. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. I fought with myself on this one. I'm not going to necessarily reveal what some of the emotes are right now. I want to hear what Kick thinks, as well as possibly set it up first in Discord before I reveal too much, right? But the subscriber badges, I wanted to show those as soon as I could because I want you guys to know what's coming. And then with the tiers, I gotta spend some time figuring out exactly what we want to do with that. So yeah, let me think. Wasn't sure if there was something else that I wanted to share while I had the time this afternoon. But future of giveaway possibilities, man. I talked about that a little bit earlier. I think some people are liking the Delk dough. I had thought about possibly us using the term herd as well, since we are the herd. And it's not, and if there was a way to be able to use that, we don't have to. It was just some brainstorming. If there was a way to use it as the herd points or herd something. But thank you as well, Naz, last night for sharing that clip with me. There was a clip that happened last night. And actually, I think I'm going to pull it up. I've not done this before. Let's try it out, right? I'm going to pull up the clip, and we can watch it. We can watch it as a community real quick. Apologize. I hope there's not extraneous sounds that come through. Let's go. Video producer, I think. Oh man, tomorrow is hump day. I will not be on at all tomorrow, but I will be back on Thursday. Thursday. Okay. Oh, those are just videos. I want clips. Let's go. It's good for me to run this now as well too, because I get to figure out better understanding. Okay, so oh no, not clips I've created, clips of my channel. I love Naz how you you marked it as pro gameplay. You're just so thoughtful, man. That's funny. Let's pause it. Here we go. Let's watch this expert level gameplay that took place last night. That was so thoughtfully captured by Naz while we were playing. We were running Destiny 2. Hammer, Nuck, and I were running Destiny 2, and this happened. Let's check it out. I don't know if that can be heard. That was rip. Rip. Let's watch it again. That was awesome. I'm going to actually pause the music. Here we go. Oh, it's out of frame? Oh, my bad, my bad. Good call, good call. Let's go a lot more. Here we go. Here we go. Now we can see it better. Let's just do this. Okay, you guys ready for this? Pro gameplay right here. I turned off the music too, so hopefully this will be good.
You guys know I've been killing turtles since '85.
Oh my goodness.
I've been killing turtles since '85.
That was terrible. We'll play it one more time since it was out of frame before. It's terrible.
I've been killing turtles since '85.
Oh my goodness.
I've been killing turtles since '85.
I can't believe I did that. I had them in my sights. I had the grenade launch, the space grenades going, and that happened. That was a big rip moment, but oh my goodness. Fun stuff. Anyway, so I look forward to being able to try out Apex a little bit. So this Thursday, to anyone watching, we will be on 1 o'clock running Apex, running the new season. Yeah, Professor. So when I got on at 1, it was trying to download. Well, I dealt with all this stuff right up front, and it wouldn't find it. It wouldn't find the download. I quit the stream so that way I could try and find it to see if there was a download. It said it was going to be 37.5 gigabytes, which was going to take a while. So then I just switched it to a just chatting, and we talked about a couple different things with Discord. I got to show off some of the sub badges, so that way people know what's coming with the subs, as well as a couple other things, chatting about those, as well as we got to talk about each of the pieces to the new Apex update. But unfortunately, being that I am an Xbox streamer or a computer streamer, but I do not have the capability of going between the two, I was not able to hop back to that. So we'll get it though later. On Thursday, we'll hop on, and we will make it happen then. One of the things is I want to do it kind of be our hoorah with community streams as we consistently make redeemables available so that people who watch can actually choose characters, choose guns, choose stuff like that, not necessarily just on Thursday afternoons. So that'll be something I think we'll come back and do. I don't think it's something we're just going to ex-nay, but it'll be something that'll be more easily available to those who are committed to the channel at any time. So, but we will play on Thursdays, this Thursday, I mean, at 1 o'clock. Be playing Apex, and then on Friday morning we'll have our Friday morning encouragement. So, and actually, here's a fun thing, and I was actually contemplating this, and maybe you guys can give me some thought on what you think. This Sunday, and Naz, I'm actually going to be letting the teens and stuff know, we will not be having our normal meeting through Zoom, but I have the great privilege to be a part of multiple people coming down to share their testimony and stories of in life and how they came to Christ. To be able to share kind of this picture of many people, one church kind of thing, many churches united, or whatever you want to call it. And I have the opportunity to be a part of that. I was invited to share my testimony on that, and I actually had contemplated on doing a kind of a watch party-esque style of chat, of stream. Instead of that just happening and only being available on Facebook Live, which is where it's going to be, actually having it stream from Zoom through here. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to necessarily handle chat at the same time. Maybe I could, but I know I would not be able to do redeemables. Like, I could not, in the middle of this testimony chat and Facebook Live conversation, get down and do push-ups. It would not, no. So maybe I could freeze all those. I could just click all of them off and then click them back on after that stream. But yeah, so that's Sunday night at 7 o'clock. I had contemplated, what would you guys think? Here's my thought with that, twofold. One, would that be something that you guys would be, you guys would love to watch? Two, I think I think there's possibility of that being something where each of us go to bring other friends that we've encountered within our communities to be able to allow them the opportunity to be able to hear the gospel. And so it can be kind of an outreach, if you will, to where other people have connected in our communities could be plugged in, not because, plug in because Delkery's channel, that's cool and all, and I appreciate that, but connecting in because it's an opportunity for them to be able to hear multiple stories of what Christ has done in people's lives, and what the gospel has meant and transformed in different people's lives. I think that may be a cool opportunity because many of us have different stories, right? And when we each have those opportunities to share those stories, other people may only identify with one of those 6 stories. It might be mine, it might be somebody else's. And so I was thinking in bringing this before you guys as a thought, I was thinking it may be a cool opportunity to be able to do just that and to be able to bring multiple people's stories in front of anyone who wants to come in, and we could invite people in to watch, and you guys can talk and chat too. That's not eliminated. But what are you guys' thoughts on that? Let me know in chat. What are you guys' thoughts? I was going to ask a little bit on Friday morning as well what some people thought about that too, but obviously things changed with how this afternoon went, so I'm curious what some of your guys' thoughts are. Got my little snack pack here. Okay. I think I might... I was thinking about trying to do that. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research to make sure I properly understand, because here's the downside. I don't have that gaming laptop. So from the same internet, from the same place, and with the same materials, I'd be on a Zoom meeting and also trying to stream. Not, like I said, I'd probably have to make it obvious I'm not able to interact with you guys in stream. Maybe I could type in stream, but I wouldn't be able to respond. But I don't know if this computer would have the capability to be able to do a Zoom call while streaming. I don't know. I do not know. But I don't want to commit to it as if it's definitely happening. It'll be on Facebook Live for sure. But yeah, I just think that'd be cool because I mean, that feeds into the kind of the mission and the goal behind this community, right? Not only are we here to create a place where people can understand that they are loved, that it can be a place for them to be encouraged, that they are appreciated, that they are valuable, but also a place where people can hear about the life-changing truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's a way to, and that would be something that definitely fulfills that vision. I might talk to some other streamers. Maybe I'll talk to a Winkari. I know he's doing his final right now, but maybe I'll talk to him a little bit, see what his thoughts are. Maybe I'll connect in with maybe a Susie Live if he'll be able to respond. Maybe I'll talk with like an Aki, talk with some others. But I wanted you guys to have opportunity to kind of share any thoughts you had on that. Maybe if you are a streamer, maybe you have some thoughts. Let me know. But I am though going to be hopping off here. I'm gonna have to tear down and get some stuff cleaned up and around for dinner tonight, as well as got a meeting with some leaders tonight as we prepare to look at the future of coming back to normal when it comes to youth ministry. So going to be having a conversation with some youth leaders about that tonight, and so I'm excited to get back to where we can see each other face to face, Naz, in person on Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings and such. But we want to do that indefinitely. Obviously, working with teens is a little bit different than just talking about like Sunday mornings, right? Or just an adult small group. So you have some teens who get it and are responsible and will listen, and then you have other teens who don't know, who will not wear a mask, socially distance, not try to hug people. Not, they won't cover their mouth when they cough. They won't, different stuff. So there's a lot of pieces for us to take into consideration. But anyway, so I appreciate you guys hanging out today. Just being able to chat and stuff. Unfortunately, not able to play Apex, but we will check it out. Here's a question: should I wait? Should I discipline myself? Should I have discipline? Not discipline myself. Bad Delkery. Should I practice discipline and not play Apex until Thursday at 1? What say you, the people? What sayeth thou? I don't know if anybody who's lurking and can hear me thinks. But, what do you guys think? Do it. Oh, man. Yeah, I honestly think it might be a good idea, to be honest with you, because I kind of want to capture the surprise factor and like, ooh, this is what they were talking about. You know what I mean? I think it's more fun to do that with the community than it would be in person and then come back with the community and be like, oh, okay, I found out the things I like, so you guys are going to see me mess around with the stuff that I didn't. So I might do it. Is there anyone else that has a different idea? Anybody else other than Naz who thinks I should or shouldn't? Right now, Naz says, do it. Do it. All right. Well, Naz, I think in this case you speak on behalf of all others because you're the only one who spoke. And I think I'm going to do it. I think what I'm going to do is after I'm done streaming here, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to turn that on, just let her download. And I'm going to make sure everything's downloaded, but I am not going to play it until Thursday at 1. This will be tough. I'm going to be behind by 2.5 days compared to others when it comes to the new gameplay, but as if I care, right? I'm not sweaty. It's okay. I put deodorant on, but anyway. So I think I'm gonna do that. And so Thursday, 1 o'clock, we'll be back on here playing Apex and kind of seeing what Season 5 is all about, testing out all the stuff we talked about today, and giving the opportunity for community members to be able to talk about their ideas. So maybe we'll have some people who redeem, hey, you have to use this gun. Hey, you have to use this character. Hey, whatever it may be. I'm going to go back through the redeemables to be able to kind of siphon some of those out, because right now the emote ones aren't necessary, so I'm going to erase those so that way it's not so many. But I'm excited. Community Apex on Thursday, and then Friday morning 9 a.m. Gonna have that time of Friday morning encouragement. Go to share some things that have been laid on my heart, some things I've been reading in scripture, some stuff like that. I got almost 3,000 points to use. You better be ready. Oh no, Naz. Oh no. That's awesome though. See, and that's part of the idea that I want to create is, as you collect those channel points, you got to look at what are you going to save for? What are you going to use them for? But then also down the line, I'd like to be able to do stuff to where, okay, you can either use those for that, or we're going to have this giveaway, or we're going to have this raffle, or we're going to have something. And so you got to choose, are you going to use your points to be able to purchase a ticket? Are you going to be able to use your points towards a giveaway? You know what I mean? So to be able to create opportunity, and that might actually be where channel points here on Twitch are just for channel use, whereas those loyalty points on Streamlabs, maybe those ones that are collecting will be ones that we're able to use in that way. I don't know. I got to figure more of that stuff out on how to use those better. But there's so much potential. So much potential. So to anyone who has jumped in for the first time, whether now, whether before, earlier in the stream, welcome. My name is Delkery, and I am a part-time streamer here on Twitch. I am also a part-time youth pastor, and I've done many different things. I'm a soon-to-be dad. I am a follower of Christ. I want you to know this, that this channel is a place, though, where you can know that you are loved. You can know that. I hope it's a place where you can be encouraged. And regardless of your beliefs, regardless of your background, this is a place where we can hang out. We can enjoy our time together. We can game together. We can chat about life together. And we can connect and grow as the streams go on, right? And just want to welcome you and thank you. Out of anywhere that you could be, you chose to be here. You choose to be here watching, hanging out. And I appreciate that. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the reason why I do this. As different people within our stream will say, I think we have our first 6 subscribers, and each of those who have subscribed and more can tell you that this stream is not about me. It's about community. This stream is about us being able to build that community, to encourage one another, and to have fun. Just want to have some fun, and I want us to be able to hold each other up, to encourage one another, to also challenge one another in loving ways, loving and respectful manner. But you can connect with us on Discord if you haven't already. Naz, if you could throw that in the chat for me, !Discord. That is there. If you have not followed, would love to see you hop in here again in the future. You can be sure to hit the heart in the top right corner of the screen, turn on the bell notifications so you know when we go live again, whether we're gaming, whether we're chatting, whatever it may be, whether it's community, whether it's sweaty, whatever. You can know when we go live. You can join us with that. And you can also follow on Twitter to be able to see live tweets about what things are happening, and know if there's different things that are changing. Today is not a normal day that I stream, so you would know that you would be notified that it was a bonus stream. So thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your willingness to invest in me, invest in this stream. And I'll talk with my wife tonight about the future possibility of that computer, and the possibilities that may abound out of that gaming laptop. So I want to end this time and tell you guys this truth. You are a unique, unrepeatable, beautiful, and intelligent miracle of God. You're made in His image. You're made with a plan. You're made with a purpose. You are loved. Be encouraged by that truth today. Be encouraged by the conversation we've been able to have. You've been able to hear, and I hope in the future you'll continue to be encouraged as we get to grow and interact together in this community. And with that, I say to you guys, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye. I will talk to you guys Thursday at 1 o'clock. I will not play Apex until then, and I'll hopefully see you here. See you guys. If you're still there, I just realized we need to raid somebody. We have got to raid somebody. So let's do that. I know now you all can hear me. Is that you, God? No, it is not. It is Delkery. Yes, raid party. Raid party. So let me do this. I'm going to look at some of the communities that I have connected with. I love doing this. I love it. In the future, I would love, some of the finances that come in to be something that is used then to support other streams, to go in and be able to gift subs and to be able to support them in that way. So let me look. Let's go. Crimson. Crimson was just here with us earlier. Let's go crash his party. What do you guys think? Let's go crash Crimson's party. He was here with us. Here we go. We're going to go raid him. Let me put him in here. Crimson Conqueror. Ooh, not Conqueror. That's not how you spell that. Perfect. Here we go. You guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you join this raid. Let's go do it. You guys are awesome. All right, we'll give it another few seconds. That right there, I love that. You're a unique, unrepeatable, beautiful, intelligent miracle of God. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.